your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Hello, everybody. Today is Intentional Tuesdays, and I am your host, Henny Owens. I want to wrap this thing up for you called procrastination. Well, not even just procrastination, but procrastination, thinking small, thinking that you can't, that you don't have enough time, that you have to wait. Today, we're going to throw all that out the window, and I'm going to get you straight in 3 days. So I'm going to help you in 3 days, 3 short days. I'm going to help you to remove your limits and get you to stop thinking small. So I'm going to make sure that everything is working because you know it likes to be really, really crazy. I hope that your week, even though it's only Tuesday, I hope that your week is not very eventful. I hope that it's not drama-filled. And I hope that you are ready to make some changes because I'm not going to let you slide. I'm not going to let you wait till next week or next month. We're going to do this now. So let me check everything, see if everything's going. And yeah, a little jig there. Okay, so that looks good too. Cool. And check. Things are changing a lot online, so I'm trying to keep up with it as fast as it's changing. I'm trying to make sure I change too. So a lot of these platforms have changed, and I've been missing some of your comments, and I apologize for that. It's not that I didn't see you, but I kind of didn't see you. But now I'm making sure that I can. So, like I said, all right. Welcome. And through many conversations and observations, I see that, you know what? We don't think as people, no matter what our titles are, no matter how much money we have, no matter where we live at, the jobs that we are positioned at, the businesses that we own, our dreams aren't that big in most cases. Now, of course, if you're an entrepreneur, then your dream is probably bigger than your neighbors, okay? There's a lot of work that is a part of that process. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked, and there's a lot of room for hope when you are starting your own business. Now, not to say that people are small-minded if they don't have their own business. I'm not saying that at all. But a lot of us get into positions thinking that that's it. This is who I am. This is the job I'm going to hold. This is the career that I'm going to hold. I'm only a father. I'm only a mother. I'm only a coach, a teacher. I'm only the CEO. I already have a lot of different things. You have so many different things, but you're like, well, this place right here, that's all it's going to be. Like it caps where I am right now. And that's not true. It's not true at all. Everything in life around us evolves and shifts and changes and just continues to build. But for some reason, we don't think like that. I don't know if it's just conditioning, if it's just the way that we were taught from our parents, if it is what we see on TV and our hopes are only but so much because of what we see in our environments. Whatever the reason, we want to make sure that we don't stick and stay in that place. Staying in that place is the problem. Staying in that place is the illusion. Staying in that place of not having this unlimited amount of hope and space and life and opportunities for yourself keeps you stagnant. I want to let you know that you don't have to settle for anything. And settling does not have to be such a dire place where it's just like, oh my goodness, I don't have anything. It's such a bad place. No, you could be settling for that good paying job. If you're not happy, if you don't feel fulfilled, then you're settling. Relationships, we won't even go there, but you guys know if you're settling in those areas. But professionally and personally, if you don't feel like you are continuing to grow, if you don't feel like you are being challenged, if you don't feel like there are opportunities that you can continue to seek out and prepare for, then you're probably settling for where you are. Growth doesn't stop. Life doesn't stop. There's so many different things that are available to us that we didn't know. You genuinely don't know. And when things are good, you just accept that this is it. And it's not true. When things are bad, then you just really, really know this is it. It's never going to reach there. That's not true. So I just want to let you guys know we can do this. And it doesn't have to take a long time. Small steps lead to huge outcomes. And really, the hardest part about making change is getting started. So, with that being said, welcome to Intentional Tuesdays, a professionals and entrepreneurs weekly refresher every week for setting intentions and realigning your spirit to align your leadership with your authentic purpose through simple techniques integrated with spiritual values, because they're important. I help you to make sure that you get to where you need to be, that you are aligned in your purpose so that you can lead that way, so that you can live that way. And this spreads and expands to your teams and environments that you influence. Because guess what? If you're walking around upset, then other people who are following you are going to be upset. And then it just bleeds over. It bleeds over. So we're going to cut that out. We're going to make sure that you're good so that the people that you lead are well just as well. Now, today's intention is stop thinking small in 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 3 days. How is that possible? It's not that complicated. We tend to make everything complicated, and you don't have to. There's no limits. Now, I understand what we are watching, what's happening around us on a regular basis. It makes you feel as if that's not true. That we are always put in a box, that there are just obstacles that we will never overcome. That's not correct. That's what you are supposed to be led to believe, so that you don't, make some expenses for other people, so that you are not in the way, so that you are not a challenge, an obstacle, competition. As long as you don't think that you can, then folks don't have to worry about you. That doesn't even feel good when I say that, right? It doesn't feel good. You are a whole experience, and folks should move carefully and cautiously around you. Okay? That's just the truth of it. However they deal with their problems, that's theirs. But you should not stop being who you're supposed to be, not stop challenging yourself, and stop moving forward because of anything that someone else has to say, anything that someone else thinks, or what type of box they put you in. Don't allow yourself to be put in a box. There are no limits. There are so many different things that you can do that's up to you. No one else is stopping you but you. Now, whether this is innocently because you just didn't know any better, or whether this is on purpose because you're just afraid of what next level looks like, or concerned about what next level looks like. We can do this in many different fashions, but a lot of us do. A lot of us do it. Almost all of us do it. And it's up to us to stop. So we're going to make sure that we get that together. Now, one of the first things, because like I said, 3 days, 3 days. You want to make sure that during these 3 days, you concentrate on each task that I'm going to give you for the entire day. Just keep it in your mindset. It's not like it's some difficult homework, but keep it in your mindset. Actively think about it. Be curious. Ask some questions. Do some research. You want to make sure that these days are concentratedly on this focus, because if you concentrate on what I'm telling you to do for each day, you can't help but be different come day 4. So like I said, only you are stopping yourself. So you want to make sure that you concentrate on these 3 steps during these 3 days, 1 step per day. Focus on it. Keep it in your mind. Get curious. Ask some questions. Do some research. And you will be different come day 4. They're simple. So the first thing you want to do is declare it for yourself. Say to yourself, I'm not going to settle for anything that's the minimal. It's not okay. I'm not going to agree to it. I want more. I should have more. I should be able to do more. There's more that I want. There's more things that I want to see. Just flat out declare it for yourself. The first step in anything that's positive, that's worth fighting for, that's challenging you, that's going to expand you, you have to acknowledge it first. You have to see the problem. You have to see and agree that, okay, this may be something I don't want or I do want. You have to make an executive decision, though. You can't just wonder and let it just, walk around like, okay, well, maybe this is a problem and maybe not. You need to know what it is. You need to know what's going on with you. No one else can do that for you. And that's with everything, positive, negative, long-term, short-term. You have to do that for yourself. So you have to declare it. Declare it for yourself. Is this something that I want? Is this something that I need? Don't go to the left field and start wondering, well, can I? How long will it take? None of that matters because you have to make a decision for yourself first. So none of that extra stuff and all the extra details matter if you have not made a decision for yourself first. So declare for yourself, no more am I going to deal with the minimal. When I ask for things, I'm going to ask for more. When I strive towards goals, I'm going to make bigger goals and I'm going to ask for more, a bigger picture. If I'm looking for a position, I'm not trying to get that one position for a year or for 13 years. No, that position is going to lead to a different position. When you make your decisions for yourself, automatically start thinking about the next step. Never put yourself in anything that's supposed to be permanent, because it doesn't work like that. Life is not permanent. So don't let your thoughts stay so small that you get stuck somewhere because you thought it was permanent. Don't lie to yourself. I'm telling you, don't do it. Think more. This position will get me this title. This house will get me that house. This car will lead me to that car. This neighborhood is going to let me move here. I'm going to start here, vacation here. Like, just start thinking in dual credit. Don't settle for just one, because guess what? Zero is probably the minimal, but one is that's the minimal. Okay. So all your thoughts and all your goals, make them start at 2 wants, 2 needs. So with that thought alone, you're already ahead of the game because you have not settled for the minimal amount. So declare for yourself, I'm not settling for less, and I'm definitely not going to settle for the minimal points of anything. Don't agree to it with anyone. Ask for more with everyone. You will be surprised how many people will just give you what you want if you ask for it. So let's start asking for more, because at least if you ask for more, then your minimal is probably going to be what you needed anyway, or more. So ask for that. Now, the second thing that you want to do, you want to move straight into your actions. You want to do more. Yes, that may sound uncomfortable and may be intimidated because you don't know what that looks like. You have a bunch of questions that you need to ask. Okay, so do some research. Find out what those steps are going to be. Find out how much time or effort you may need to put into it to reach your goals. The more you don't know, the less confident you're going to feel, the more confusion you're going to have, and the more stress you're going to bring upon yourself. So start minimizing that. Get some answers, ask some questions, and start preparing actively. Because the longer that you start, step number 2, that day is going to last longer. And day number 2, that's because it's easy to make a decision, right? It's easy to make a decision. You can make that overnight. You can make that with your eyes closed. But active action, you can get stuck on day number 2 for years if you allow it. Don't allow it. Make some active steps towards those goals and do at least one. Yes, that's the minimal. So guess what? I should probably ask you do 2. Do 2 today on day number 2. Okay. If there are things that you want and you know, let's say you want to change careers altogether. What does that look like? Where do I need to go to get more information? Do I already know somebody and have somebody in the pocket that may already be in that field that I can go talk to? Figure it out and do it. Make the phone call, make the email, send the inquiry, whatever it is that you have to do. Or if there's purchases that you need to make, go price them, make the purchase, store it away, find out how much you need to be. But like I said, do the research, find out what you need, educate yourself on it, take the step, make the action. We get stuck in day number 2 when it comes to actions for a long time. We wait for the perfect moment. We wait for a moment that just feels less stressful. We wait for everything to connect in a sense where it's going to feel easier. Stop waiting for that moment, because if you're paying attention, life doesn't necessarily go your way, and it doesn't ever give you 100% of cooperation. It doesn't, especially not for long periods of time. So the sooner that you let that go, the better you're going to be. There'll never be a perfect moment. Your status of change starts when you change it. It's that simple. We make a lot of complicated things. All right, I see you. I see you. We make a lot of things complicated and we don't have to. All you have to decide and actually do is get started. Sometimes that's the hardest part. So get started. Don't give yourself an excuse, because you want it sooner than later. That's usually the term, sooner than later. So if you keep waiting till later, you wonder why it's kind of going away. It's going away. It's going away. It's going away. Right. Bring real homie in and start today. Well, day number 2, since this is day 1. I hope you start today. You make some decisions. Now, the third day, concentrate. Now, like I said, it's easy. These are simple. Third day, stay in the place of, okay, here's where I am, and this is where I want to be. And I'm willing to do what I need to do to stay committed. Day number 3, all your thoughts should be on staying committed. Do not allow yourself to get distracted. If it's important to you, then you are responsible for keeping it in the focal point of your life. No one else is going to do that for you, because they got their own stuff. All of us are very, very busy with good stuff, bad stuff, unknown pop-ups and surprises, right? Life changes all the time, but it's no one else's responsibility to make sure that your life goes the way that you want it to go. That is between you and God, period. So make sure that you keep your priorities prioritized to what you want, what you need, when you want them. Sure, there are going to be some things that you might have to wait for. Yeah, that's just called life. Sure, there may be some things that you may have to educate yourself more about. You may have to do some schooling or some comparisons and notes and trial and error. Yes, that's called process. But you're just going to get started, at least at the minimum, and know that every single day during that process, you are getting closer to it. The only person that can keep you focused on that process, focused on the next step. What do I need to do next? What's missing? What do I need to strengthen? What questions are not being asked? Is you. Only you can keep and hold yourself accountable to reach your dreams. Period. No one else's fault. It's not your supervisor's fault. It's not your partner's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. It ain't even the government's fault. They got some issues. It is strictly on you. Whatever stage you are in your life, when it comes to your goals, analyze that, figure it out, see what's next, and make your feet move. Open your hands so you are open to grab these opportunities. If you got your fists closed and your eyes closed and your books closed and your pockets is closed, you're not going to get anything, and you're not going to go anywhere. You're the problem. Yes, there's other things involved and other people that add to the problem, but Like I said, they're going to do what they do the way they want to because it doesn't matter to them. So the things that are important to you, you have to make sure that you highlight them and you follow them. So take day 3 to accept this fact. Day 3, sit still and really ask yourself, what is it that I am willing to work for? That I'm willing to make sure that, you know what? I'm not going to settle for anything else. This is what I want, and I'm going to go get it. If you don't make that type of the commitment and you stay focused on it, then you're going to have what you have right now. You're going to be where you are now. Yeah, it may eventually change, but how long is that going to be? And who declares that? When does it kick in? For yourself, make sure that you know these things. And when I say that it only takes the 3 days, because it really is that simple. We make things very, very complicated. So remember, you want change. You're going to think bigger because you should have bigger. There's a whole world out here full of opportunities, full of people, full of experiences. So why should you settle for the minimum? Do you think that your neighborhood is the only neighborhood that you can travel? Do you think that your state is the only place to be? No. And you know that. You have the television, you have your phones, you have just others that are traveling in and out from other countries and things of that nature. Like everything around you tells you there's way more out here. Don't choose, unless you really, really want to, choose to deal with what you can see, what you can have, what you think you can have, and what's in your environment. Because that's not all that you can have or be exposed to. There's so much more out there. Changing your mindset, putting some actions together, and staying committed will change your life if you allow it. So, declare for yourself, I will not settle for the minimal anymore. The minimum, it's not going to work. Okay? Get at least 2 of everything. 2. Just start in the dual mindset. 2, number 2. Second, put the actions together. Start moving. Figure it out and do at least 1 or 2 on day number 2, period. Because guess what? You can't take it back. As soon as you take that action, you are moving closer towards your dream. So do it. Figure out what you need to do and take that action. And third, stay committed. Don't allow yourself to be distracted, discouraged, or distraught. The process is going to be raggedy. Transitions are going to be raggedy. But guess what? You stay focused and you're probably going to surprise yourself. You're going to surprise yourself with how much you can do, how much you can handle, how much you already know. So don't stop at the beginning stages of unknown. Get some answers. Figure that out. And you're going to be great. I encourage all of you to start today. Why not? There's never going to be a perfect moment, and why not? Why can't today be your day number 1? Figure it out, because you can't blame it on anyone else. No one else can help you the way that you can help you, and no one else can see your dream. So the sooner, the better. Start today. If you want to follow me for more tips like this, you can see me on Instagram _Penny Owens or the United Front Network, or on Facebook under Empowerment Over Sacrifice. It's 2 places, so you have some options. And share and invite with anyone that you think may need this information, because you never know where people are in their stages of life, what their thoughts and processes are, what kind of clarity is, and you may be providing some answers. So go ahead and share. I'll give you permission. Have fun. Give it to whoever you want. Now, stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because there are none. Make today the day. Okay? Make it today. This is Penny Owens, the founder of Penny Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment consultancy, where we are on a mission to empower professionals, small business owners, That thing just went off. And corporate teams, all of you guys, to live and lead in your authentic purpose so that you change the culture of leadership, expanding to your teams, your environments, the leaders in your organization, and the communities that you influence. This is a trickle effect, and it is important. It is important. We're not about to be out here being the blind leading the blind. We're not doing that. Join us every Tuesday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. You know where you live at, so you can do the math and figure it out. I trust that you got this. There we go. And next week, we're going to be discussing the things we need in our community because we need to be prepared. The world is changing. And I want you to understand who you are and what your contributions look like because you're important. Now, always remember, lead with purpose in your purpose. Because I'm telling you, it ain't no other way to do it. I don't see why not. It's just the best way. And I will see you next week on Intentional Tuesdays. Bye. Let's get that going. See y'all next